As the weekend approaches, let's settle in and end the week right, with an outstanding Thursday night contest here with the NFL on EA Sports. The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throwing from the gun. He has the first over the middle. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 6-0 lead right away. Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Mevis ready to send this one away. His return starts at the 5. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Right to the air with May. And his first pass falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun. Here's May. Cut out left. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And the Lions will go on offense. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Got Sinnott. It's complete. And this one does not go far.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Has it at the 7. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Mevis now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Mevis ready to send this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. Makes a cut to the right sideline. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. Benson once more. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Going play action. May. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Space on the right, and he's got room. Into the red zone. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back, the pick 6. Another score here in this first quarter, Brock, as they continue dominating in this opening frame.
You know what I love here, Kate? This defense is seizing on a sputtering opponent, and they're actively trying not just to defend the lead, but to add to it.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end. back. This drive starting from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10 plus, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. It's Benson on the give. Has a lane inside the 35. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Trey Benson, the touchdown. So great work by the running back there. Brock found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's 2nd down. Now a give running right. Up the sideline, past the 40. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. From the red zone now. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Nevis able to knock it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They're going to run and draw here with Benson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass, Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Lions have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, well, you checked down to the running back. That's not the case.
Touchdown, Detroit. Mevis now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions make it a 24-point ball game. Mevis ready to send this one away. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on 1st down, and they'll bring up 2nd and 10. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. The Lions out in front. We'll return you to Detroit right after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Looking for a throw here. And the Lions get him. Down he goes. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Packers send out their punting unit. Collects this at the 35. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it'll be their football. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Back to throw now. It's taken in by Sinnott. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And that gives the Lions the 1st. Throwing now from the gun. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Second and 10 now. Cut near the goal line. And in for the Detroit touchdown. So an absolute absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off for the touchdown.
Mevis ready to send this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. The give now to Benson. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that 1st down. Well done.
Looking to throw it this time. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. There he goes, right sideline. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Second time he's had an errant throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
How do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, I think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, that's a tough second pick 6 to watch.
Mevis with a point after. And the Lions grow their lead yet again. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running this one left. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. From the 29. Escapes the pocket. That's completed right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Benson on 1st and 10. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Staying on the ground with Benson. Juke the defender. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. Here he is on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did. The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be first down, Detroit. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Going to the ground again on first. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who
Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Max Melton with the INT. And the Packers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. First and 10 coming up. Throwing it to start this drive. On the move, headed right. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They'll throw it. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. Throwing it again here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They are throwing it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Pass play coming here. Throwing deep for the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Lions make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. Works the sideline to the 30.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. throwing it just before halftime. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me? No way, you're kidding me!
Why are you doing?
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter.
Harrison Davis to kick off.
Mevis ready to send this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Well, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here he goes on the bootleg. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Benson's got it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Setting up a throw. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
3rd and long for him here. We've got a screen to the running back. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got them equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
From the 24. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. He's going to throw this one. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Packers will take over possession. Play action on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Hand off to Benson from the gun. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down. He's dropping back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Open space inside the 40. And finally stopped at the 34. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be first down, Packers. A give left side to Benson. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness. Offense to the line for second down. They're throwing it. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Lions will take over as he records his first interception of our season. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Receiver in motion, headed right. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's second and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 1. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
He throws a bullet to the center. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions parlay the interception into points. Davis now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Lions continue piling on to this lead. Mevis ready to send this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Handoff headed left to Benson. Breaks the tackle, still going. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on first down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Benson now from the gun. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up third and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Back to throw. It's reeled in by Benson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Got a man, it's Thomas. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
He puts some juice on it deep. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Lions are going to have it after his second interception of the season. All right, and for those of you keeping score at home, that is the 6th. Yes, I said the 6th time they've intercepted it this game.
And I'm glad you repeated that, Kate, really, because I think a lot of people watching might have heard 6th and assumed they were wrong. That is a staggering total for any defense in any single game, and it doesn't come without every member of their defense doing their job. Even the ones without the stats and the interceptions, they've done their part in pressure, they've done their part in coverage, and they've done their part to put together one of the best defensive days I've ever seen.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
The give here on second. Crosses the 35, still got more room. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there, and a new set of downs. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to have to regroup after this one.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Throwing from the gun here. Flush down now to his left. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Lions are running them out of the building. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Lions tack on 7 more to their lead. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Mevis ready to send this one away. Return starts from the goal line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Trying to hit his fullback there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into traffic, complete. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
A lot of room they need here. It's 4th and a long 8. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Detroit. Levis now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions continue adding on to that lead. Levis ready to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. And they pick him off again. And the Lions take possession of the football.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in, just as that knee goes down.